Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Jessica Green and Jake Stormoen about the Outpost on the CW. Thank you both for your time. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, thank you for having us.
It's exciting. I mean, we'll start with Jessica. I mean, already 3 seasons of the show. I mean, how would you describe working on a show like this so far since the beginning days and where we are right now?
It's been a journey. It has been an absolute journey. But I mean, I'm sure Jake can say the same thing. We both loved the whole experience. We're very lucky that we have a cast that we're like a family, and we started in Utah in Provo filming, and we ended up in Belgrade, Serbia. So no, it's been a bit of a whirlwind, but we've loved it.
And Jake, there's so much going on in the show. I mean, I'm sure you talk to, fans and family and friends about it. I mean, if someone's just asking you the simple question of what is going on in the Outpost, like what's the Outpost about? Do you know what to say now? Because I feel like it's packed. There's a lot happening in the show.
There is, and Jess alluded to it, and it's so true. Like, so much has happened since our first season, and we've moved so much. We've traveled from, like Jess said, from Utah to Serbia. And now we've got the 4th season is airing right now of this material and this world building. So I tell people that, it is this revenge tale in this fantasy world, and it started that way, but there's so much, inner character politics and romances and action and things like that involved now that that I don't know that I have like a 1-sentence summary anymore. It's a fun, original fantasy show, which I'm a huge fantasy fan. So to me, that's a big selling point too, is that it's not based on any IP. It's completely original. So there's no way for anybody to know definitively what's coming.
Absolutely. And it's on Thursdays at 9 on the CW, season 3B, just like premiered. And Jessica, I'm just curious, what is it like for you? You work on this show and then maybe you see the playback and you're playing kind of the waiting game for a season to kind of drop. What's that like for you, like anticipation wise?
I mean, it's always, I get fidgety. Like, I want to see it. I want to see how everything, worked out, how the effects look, like how that scene ended up. So, I mean, it's always exciting for me to finally, like, we all were on watching TV last night, watching it come on live. And yeah, it's really exciting to see the finished product, especially after months and months of waiting to see, what we all made.
For sure. Jake, naturally, season by season, characters always grow. It happens. There's growth. The growth of this show is insane and crazy, and a lot happens. Is that something that you notice every season when you're reading the script? You're like, okay, this is what's happening. There's a lot of growing going on. Is that like your response to when sometimes you look at the script?
For sure. I mean, I think that's probably pretty normal. I think we all, I don't want to speak for anyone. I'm guessing we all feel that way to an extent because we don't know what's coming. When we hop on a plane now and we go to Serbia and we kind of get settled in that routine, but we don't actually know what's coming story-wise. Now, sometimes the writers and the producers will give like a very, very loose heads up of, hey, there might be a little bit of this, there might be that. But there were some big story points in this current season that we didn't know until, and just maybe you're thinking of the same things I am, like a week or 2 before. And so we as actors are going, oh, what? And so we're along for the ride as well, which is super fun, and can be intimidating at times. But I think we all know our characters pretty well at this point, so it's just a matter of kind of figuring out that dance move and making it happen.
But people are going through a lot of tough times, and people use shows like The Outpost to kind of escape for a little bit and use it kind of to recharge their batteries or just kind of get away from a distraction. So I do have to say that Jessica, Jake, like, for all my viewers and everyone, like, thank you for providing us with an escape.
I spoke to someone recently about this because a lot of shows are actually incorporating the whole COVID situation in the show. And I was speaking to this certain person, and they were saying, like, I watch shows to like get away from all of it, and now I'm watching it on TV, like it's just everywhere. So yeah, definitely going to a little fantasy land is always nice.
For sure. And here's the thing. They've said it for about, I feel like the last 5 years, maybe a little even before that, maybe 7, but we are in the golden age of television right now. TV is just amazing. So much amazing content out there, and just the stories and the writing. And that's a focal point for a lot of people, how great the writing is and just how good the show is. But I'll tell you what I love about, and I feel like is the true reason of the golden age of television, is how global content has become. How people from all over the world can like watch Outpost or see clips online or go on Instagram. Like that to me is amazing. I, grew up in North America and Canada, like a few shows here and there. I have access to so much stuff now, whether it's just a clip, like it's amazing. Jake, isn't it crazy?
It is crazy. And I do like some streaming and stuff now that I'm home, and 'cause I'm a big game and fantasy nerd myself. And I had literally yesterday, because people were so excited about the premiere, and so I had people who had logged on and were in Twitch chat talking about how they had set their alarms for 3 a.m, for 6 a.m, for whatever, to get up and watch this as a little community, which is a really cool thing. It's a really cool thing.
Like you can't put a value on, like a dollar value on that. It's just 'cause that's crazy to hear.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing that everything's just, a click away and everything now. And you get to watch shows. I mean, I'm a huge fan of being able to sit and binge watch shows now, which back in the day, we couldn't do that. We had to wait each week. I mean, we're going to have to do that with our show for a while.
But I mean,
streaming, it makes everything so much easier. Honestly, I love it.
Well, and I just noticed that the CW just put 3A back on the app, or maybe it never left. I should know the answer to that. But because I've had people tell me that as well, that they're binging the previous 13 episodes to like catch up, and like you said, that's something that you couldn't do before, Jess, and so it's fun to, even though you have to wait a little bit now for our show, it does go into this list of episodes that you can then watch at any time over and over.
Absolutely. And I will tell you this, honestly, part of like my job or like day-to-days of like doing Popternative as a media outlet is you're always media monitoring, and you're researching things, you're keeping up to date of social media. And, on the CW season 3B premiered yesterday at 9 p.m. and I saw it on social media. Like it was rocking. Like there was like reactions from like all over the place. Like, because it hits quick.
It does.
Like we're like, Jessica, we're back in business, and it's like, it just hits right away. Like it's just, does it blow your mind how quick it is too, Jessica? Like it's fast.
Yeah, I mean, everything these, especially with social media, I mean, to be able to spread the word so fast and get people excited. I mean, Jake's amazing at it as well. If you look on his Instagram, he's always, pushing and getting his excited and everything. No, honestly, you're amazing at it, Jake.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so
I agree.
And
thank you both.
And more involved as well. So.
Yeah. It's fun though, right, Jake? When you have this platform.
It is. It's amazing. And with our show especially, I mean, I grew up watching fantasy shows, the Hercules and Xena and Beastmaster and Legend of the Seeker and all those old 90s shows. I loved them. And so it is cool to see a community like that form around our little show. It's fun, and there are people, like we were just saying, scattered all over the world. And at the top of my tip of my brain is like South Africa, France, Germany, the US, of course, the UK. There's 5 right there that immediately pop into my head of people who are so vocal and so supportive, and they all know each other now, and they consider themselves a community based around our show, which is a very cool thing to see.
It's so cool. That is so great to hear, honestly. Jessica, Jake, I want to thank you so much for coming on Popternative to chat about the Outpost. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's amazing. So, so season 3B, we're back in business on the CW Thursdays at 9 p.m. Jessica, where can people follow you on social media to keep up to date with everything?
Just my name, Jessica Green.
Amazing. Jake?
Same thing. Jake Stormoen on all things except Twitch, which is Jay Stormoen. If you want to come join me,
Be
there.
able to catch, of course, Jessica and Jake in the Outpost on the CW Thursdays at 9 p.m. Until next time, this is Jessica, Jake, and Petey Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.